In a world of commoditized specs, great design can be the make or break factor for a product. This is doubly true in the case of smartphones where consumers have more options than you can count. With the Vivo V23 Pro, the company is banking on top-tier design chops to elevate the rest of the spec sheet. But does it succeed? Let's find out in the Cellguru review of the Vivo V23 Pro. The design of the Vivo V23 Pro is a subtle mix of flowing lines and smooth curves. The fluorite AG glass at the back of the phone has a matte finish that stays fingerprint-free and sits gently in the curve of your palm. Look closely though and you'll discover that the back panel has another trick up its sleeve. Yes, shifting the phone will change the color of the phone. Under the right lighting conditions, you can see the phone switch from a gleaming gold to an ultramarine green shade. It wouldn't be unfair to call the effect magical. Meanwhile, the flat frame along the edges guarantees excellent grip while playing games or tapping buttons. The phone doesn't skip out on the front either, and you will observe a 6.5-inch Full HD AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate. The screen is suitably bright and vivid with deep black for those marathon Netflix sessions. Of course, flagship design is meaningless without flagship hardware to back it up. Powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 1200 chipset and 8GB or 12GB of RAM, the phone powers through all games and apps that you can throw at it. The software is well optimized and we had no issues with day-to-day performance. It's also great to see that the phone ships with the latest Android 12 operating system out of the box. Battery life, however, could have been better and the 4300 mAh battery barely makes it through a day. Charging speeds too aren't the fastest, around with 44-watt support. Like all Vivo phones, the V23 Pro is going big on the cameras. Over at the back is a 108-megapixel primary camera that is paired with an 8-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 2-megapixel macro camera. The primary camera delivers excellent results with highly detailed shots, ample contrast and low noise levels. In low light too, the phone does a good job at capturing details and reducing ambient noise. The ultra-wide camera performs similarly well, though the resolution could have been a bit higher to allow you to crop in without losing detail. The 2-megapixel macro camera, however, can be hard to focus and the results are hit or miss when shooting close-up objects. In addition to the rear cameras, the V23 Pro lives up to the Vivo's reputation for stellar selfies with a whopping 50-megapixel front-facing camera. And not just that, a secondary 8-megapixel camera is also included for capturing wider groups. Both cameras perform well with detailed and exposed shots, and if you like shooting selfies, the Vivo V23 Pro should be near the top of your list of phones to consider. Another unique feature of the Vivo V23 Pro is the addition of two LED spotlights on the front to help with nighttime selfies. Priced starting 38,990 rupees, the Vivo V23 Pro is an excellent example of competition pushing smartphone brands to innovate and offer more. While the design alone stands out, the top-notch imaging experience backed with high-performance internals makes the phone an easy recommendation.